What up, everybody? Ouch. Demo Aurelius. So, my goal was to do a stop and go video. I might have to edit. Don't know. But it didn't go as planned. So, taking that loose, going back there's a few things I want to look at. So, I might have to do this again later. It's going to be a pain. If I gave a vow to stop cursing, it would not have gone well. Anyhow, before I put anything else on, let's just say those bolts that's down here, those two for that side, this has got to be off. So that means this has got to come out, and those 6 bolts have got to get loosened up or enough to swing it around. So, trying to put it back together because I was looking at it, they popped out. And so I got to this part where everything was bolted together, and I had to take everything back apart because trying to get those there is going to be more pain than what's needed. So, anyhow, excuse the room. I still haven't eaten anything. I've had coffee though. Ooh. This here goes in there. This here is part of that whole mechanism. Okay? So this clicks it. I don't know where this other piece is supposed to be. It's around. I think it might be something that goes up against and helps push it down. Anyhow, magnetic shifters kind of make everything a pain in the arse because you think you lose bolts, but they get caught on and boom, and you're searching and they're laid down and they're still all the way down over here. So I'm using my left hand, which I shouldn't be doing. This goes in there. And this is why this becomes a pain in the arse. So this goes in here. Okay. This seats on top. But I gotta put this in first, and I gotta find that little ring that disappeared so it will sit in correctly, and that's wrong. So yeah, while you're doing this, I think mine's the people before me broke it, unless this is how they come. And if this is how they come, fanatic. Anyhow, I'm going to pause while I try to get all this back together and find this little piece that apparently fell. Okay, so unscrewing myself, I had to take those back out to get these to go back in. This is why you do this only when you have to. And there I go using my damn left hand again because I'm holding this stupid phone. Come on, you screwdriver. And why do I keep trying to use my left hand? I need a GoPro. Oh, my helmet. No, it came back out. You dirty son of a... Oh, okay. And now the piece is missing. There's a little ring that sits on top of this. And now it's missing. So now I'm kind of aggravated. So, and now the little damn thing popped out again. Okay. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna stretch. I have a lighter right there. I'm gonna take my meds. I'm gonna be coughing again without that. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to be focused, hopefully. Now, with this back on, with the buttons working, it fits. Everything is good. It's good. I'm going to wait for this Last time I had to pull all that off, I ended up yanking that off. And then the board popped off because trying to wrestle with the damn thing, trying to pull some of this off and not take it off is, you had to break some stuff. So, center board disconnected off the top. I thought I broke it and realized that it was plug in. I said, oh, joy, Ren. Too bad we can't screw those up there now. That way this board won't get compromised. Anyhow, so we don't have the joystick. That's for the top buttons, lower buttons. Those shifters, I think, don't quote me, but Logitech had a Rally, or they still do have a Rally set of paddles that set off the side, like right here, and clunk, 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 clunk. So with the Podium, I think it was Podium Hub, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna get that e-brake, and I want to get some Simnet pedal show. Because by the time we get those Podium ones, those bastards are gonna be expensive, yo. Super expensive, yo. I'd rather get some Simnets and be done with it. I model them, I'll do them, I'll invert them. Set everything up like the cockpit of the SC. So we're gonna have to figure out about. Well, we'd have to get a whole new rig. I'll eventually get some, whatchamacallits. You know those whatchamacallits? Whatchamacallits. 120, 40? No, 40, 120 or something like that. You know, multiple of 40 mil. So, you know, I don't know. I'm going to check that out some more. I used to be kind of up on it, but I haven't looked into it for a couple of years now. Well, about a year since I got my sim rig. So the bottom goes the bottom, top goes the top. This side, bottom goes here. This one goes there. That's for your joystick. All right. So remember, I'm going to pause and put them in so you can see. Me trying to do it left-handed and hold this camera and talk, it's not working. Okay, so we're good. Top goes for top. Oh, bring that back out. Top goes to top. Shifter goes to middle. Bottom goes to bottom. This side. Xbox or the little encoder. Bang. Come on. There we go. Top. Top. Bottom goes to the bottom. So, we're going to put all these together, tighten it up, and I'm going to close it. So, I'm going to pause. Okay. It is back. Water, chocolate chips, Q-tip to get some of this dust out of there. So, this part here It's a thing I've always had issues with. My bolts didn't go through. They didn't grip it, none of that. So, I need some new ones. So, they work just fine like that. Just gotta make sure it sits like that so when I come out I can find the fit and boop. That's good. So, now retoss this one. I think I bent that pin. It's bent. One in the front. And that is that. Let's push the power. Bing, bang. Oh. You gotta love this seat. It makes fart noises when you sit down. So, so 4, 3, 2, why? Work. Yes, my PlayStation 3 is hooked up. 5, 4, 3. We had a power outage. They're doing that far more frequent. So remember, take away the power and communication. We have a situation. Don't panic. But be aware and figure out some communication. Figure out when and if things are going awry. Oh, you cocaine sniffing dog. Come on, hurry up. Well, now you cannot connect to my network because you've been shut off and we're still waiting for the network to kick back on. Oh no. Did I screw something up? Let me pause. So now I think I screwed up my wheel. Yeah, it's not coming up now. And now we're getting this weird shit. So, went to repairing this to trying to figure something out and yay. Let's figure something out. Because if anything, I could just use it on a set of Corsa because that's all that really matters, right? So, with that being said, peace. Okay, so the pins back here are a little off. I removed everything, made sure everything's back seated. So now we grab this one, put this one into here. So hopefully this repairs my issue. So one thing to know, if there's a wheel issue, if you have a problem with your wheel itself, there's a little copper piece for that. This is the little button. Now there's a little metal ring as well, with the little copper button sits in the middle. I don't know if that pops loose all the time, but this one, when I got it, it was off. So I was gonna have to sit there for a minute while I try to put everything back on. I'm going to grab these screws, a screwdriver. I'm going to get to work. So I'm going to pause this, put this together, and so I'm about to put this wheel back on and connect everything. See, this is how you lose parts. These magnetic shifters. Okay, so recap of what happened. I tightened or reinstalled my button box for this one up here. Attempted to go in here to check out some things, pulled it off, and started doing this, that, and the other. I hate dealing with this part here. Found out it disconnects. Accidentally pulled on this. So hopefully I didn't screw up something, because when I plugged everything back up, so yeah, without this on, you have to take all this back loose. So just don't. Okay. All right. So now back to this. Everything's going to go on here, and I'm going to pause. Okay. So I put the cover back on. Shifters up top. Boom. Oh, let's see. And that popped back out. That would have been problematic. Pause. Okay, so shifter. Those go to the center. Upper here goes to the top. The bottom goes to the bottom. The bottom here goes to the bottom. The top goes to the top. Alright, so the encoder for the Xbox, PlayStation button. Mine just happens to be over there. So that goes in there. For one, the one on the back that popped loose like this one just did was the issue, hopefully. So we're going to check to see if this fixes it. So I'm going to pause this and put it together. Okay, we're going to see if we can get this bastard back in. So what happened was one of these wasn't lined up. So down here it wasn't. So now I can't find my screwdriver, but I got my bit. So we're going to hand tighten. So this being hand tightened, I'm going to pause. So hopefully this is it. I got everything back in. Not everything is where it's supposed to be, but hey, oh well. Hopefully it works. There we go. We're good. We're good. Okay, so let's see. 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 7, reverse 1, 5, 2 is 2, 3 is 7, 6 is, well, 4 is 6, 5 is 7, 6 is 6, 7 is 7. So yeah, I'm going to have to go through the update and see about that. So yeah, anyhow, it's back up and working. So we're good. Bang. All right. Yep. We're all good now. So this is, I believe, start or options. This here is the share. Left. What is that? Square, triangle, X. I think this is all. I don't remember. Anyhow, yeah, they're done. So that's tight again. It's good. It's no slack. No slack. No slack. No slack. This is even a little bit better. So yeah, we're back up and running. I'm gonna hop on a set of chords probably tomorrow. So yay, we're done. So drink you some water. Q-tip was for getting some of this dust out of there, which I really didn't do because I didn't grab my alcohol. That's the stuff you drink. I mean, the prophylactic or propofol. You know the one I'm talking about. Yeah, that well. I mean, alcohol. So, anyhow, be good or be good at it. Drink your water. Peace.